Hello and welcome, my name is Fuman, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. The server I play on had a little 4-day building competition where you can make a minigame or something that looks cool or, something like that. So that's what I've been doing. Made a little minigame where you dodge anvils, because you can. So what I'm going to do, let's walk in, we'll do a little run, and we'll go and look inside. Drops anvils from the deployers. Powered by bundled cable, 16 different dies, 16 deployers. They drop, you dodge them, they're picked up by MineFactory reloaded block breakers. And when you die, you are fed an item from here when you come in. It is picked up by the transposers and shut off. So let's play. Difficulty 11, it locks you in here. It'll take your items if you have any and store them in an obsidian chest up there. And yeah, so I'm going to click this button. It doesn't work on me because the security system's set up for me. So it gives you some roses. When you die, you'll drop the roses. Oops. I'm just trying to die. You can get an idea here. So yeah, that's what it does. It says detected that I dropped the roses and ended the game. Let's go ahead and come on back. And I'll give you a quick tour of the inside. Give me a second to run there. It's not very far. We've got a little teleporter here. So this is kind of a big project. If you're used to my other builds in my brutality series, it's quite a different change of pace. There's a lot going on here, and I'm gonna try to break it down. Yeah, I've got. I think I added up the mods. I'll leave a list. I think it's like 16 or 17 different mods used on this thing. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I love it. Let me just grab my stuff here so it's a little easier to move around. I will say that this might as well have been built in creative. I've got so much stuff on this server that you might as well call it creative. See, that goes there. It's 6. And bam. Alright. So inside, or outside, Iron Golem Farm. Straight up vanilla. And let me go in here. I think the best way to do this is I'm going to walk around nice and slow, and then we'll talk about all the various subsystems separately, because if I just go around and talk about things as I go around, I think it'll be a little bit confusing. Alright, I think that's a good idea of what's going on here. Let's start. Sources of iron. I've got up there an Iron Golem Farm. Killing mechanism is a lava blade, so just straight up vanilla. Drops are picked up by transposers sent to our network. I have 2 alvearies in the floor, running Rusty Bees, pure strain, fastest productivity, using an APR's pipes, the standard. Any bees into the thing, everything into the interface, so that's in our system. We're processing the, I don't know what kind of comb it is. I can't even get to it. Rocky comb, or iron comb, I think, right here. All the drops are pulled out, except the tiny dust. Using a Xycraft fabricator here to craft tiny dust into iron dust, and then it's smelted in a furnace to make iron bars. Iron bars. There's a bunch here because, oh, the third source, right here. Using alloy furnaces to smelt slightly damaged and very damaged anvils back into iron. And then we're just using applied Energistics here to craft. I've got a recipe for an anvil and a recipe for a block. And that's it. All the anvil, how I have it set to autocraft, I guess, is I'm using the export bus up here on the router that feeds the deployers to always craft the item. Remove single item / craft, and it just fills up the deployers. For power down here, to power the alloy furnaces, using thermopiles on ice and lava. Xycraft ice keeps the water blocks frozen. Quite nice. I've got MJ for my centrifuge, the 1 MJ machine. I've got a boiler down here running on fuel, detecting the fuel amount here using nuclear control. If you watch my single player series, this should look kind of familiar. I'll probably change it out to get a little monitor like this. It's kind of cool. I will post the code for this and the game and all that, so you guys can take a look at it and laugh at my poor coding skill. Using oil fabricators here, powered by EU. And we got a little storage for EU there. How I'm getting the EU, let me go outside real quick. Doors on a state cell, so they stay open for like 8 seconds. I've got 6 ultimate hybrids. Like I said, this might as well have been creative. hiding under transparent red power blocks. So you can just cover them up and they still work. Good way to hide things. So now we've got the power situated. We've got iron sources. Let's talk about the game. So you saw the anvils got up there. These are all powered on EU, and they feed items into tesseracts, which come back to this one, into our interface. I did have pipes here, but in case you haven't noticed, it's a little bit crammed in here, so I just kind of opted for tesseracts when possible. These are just a bunch of transposers, painted them for color, and they come through item detectors. And then the item detectors all send a pulse to the state cell to number 243. 243 heads up to our main computer. All my computers are on os.pull event, so when it gets a redstone signal, it checks here, and if it gets that signal, it will shut off. I had to use a state cell. If you don't have it, sometimes it didn't grab it, so state cell helps for that. And I think that's it. Oh, force fields. Lots of force fields. I've got 2 extractors here. I'm using one to charge and then one to deplete compact forcesium cells. Got a security station here. This is why I won't pull my stuff, because I'm on the master. Just storing some full ones in case we need them. I've got 2 force fields, one on the inner door and one on the outer door. You could do it with 1 block, but this way works. They're all running containment fields and just set up so that they cover up the doorway. Some on that side, some on this side. This one runs on 244, 246, and this one is 245 and 247. You'll notice that these security stations also run when the outside doors are blocked. And what these do is pull items that aren't roses. I'm using roses as the death detection. So if you have anything that's not a rose, it's pulled out. I wanted to use sorting machines to pull things out because they're pretty quick, but getting bluetricity from there to here was being a real problem. So I opted for a 1 MJ per tick energy cell on a wood pipe. And those just feed the tesseracts, which, let me see if I can get up there. Yeah, they feed these guys, and above them is the obsidian chest. What else do I have down here? Oh, to get the roses to you, I got another transmitter there. Feed a rose, activate once per pulse, move a stack. So it just throws a stack of items at you. Down here is the thing that steals the roses back on number 250. And then that's activated at the end. I've got another bundled cable on this computer. One goes up to the deployers for those 16 colors, and one comes down here to work with the force fields and the security stations and all that stuff. Right here, igneous extruder. I was using cobble as like the dummy block to detect death, but people were placing them in the arena, and that just doesn't work out for me. So opted to use the roses because you get them from the iron golem farm. I think that's about it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on down here, but I think it's really, really awesome how all of these mods just work together and feed the beast. You can see the zombies trying to get to my villagers. I think it's really cool. I hope you do too. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.